Hi, welcome back to Foliage Loft. My name is Liam, and today I'm going to talk about some reasons why you should bring some plants into your home. So let's get right into it. A great feature of plants, and one that I think is so important for all the times that we're going through right now, is that plants are really beneficial for your mental health. So they may not be as important as your therapist, but they can be very therapeutic. There have been some scientific studies done that suggest that plants can be a pathway to reducing stress in your life. In one particular study, one group of participants were given the task of repotting a plant, and the other group were given a pretty basic task to complete on a computer. So when comparing vital signs between the two different groups, they found that the stress levels were much lower in the group that were repotting the plants, and they were higher in the group that were doing the basic task on the computer, even though those participants were used to working on computers all the time. In my own experience, watering, pruning, and taking care of my plants has been a really great thing in reducing my stress. So even though watering your plants might seem like a little bit of a chore, for me it's almost meditative. It puts me into a really relaxed state. I think it can be a really grounding activity. It gives you some time to just be quiet and relax. Take a look at your plants, see if they need anything, see if their leaves are dusty. So whether you're just watering a couple of houseplants once a week, or you're like me and you're watering about 10 houseplants on average a day, it can be one of the most relaxing activities in your day. Plants don't really require the same level of responsibility or time commitment, and they're sometimes cheaper than pets. However, they do still require you to take some time out of your day to look after them. But I think that this small amount of time that you take each day looking after your plants will really pay off. Watching the plants grow under your care can be highly rewarding, and it's always really exciting when you see a new leaf emerging. I think this is a great way to teach kids how to have some responsibility for other things, but it also works on adults as well. Just don't be too hard on yourself if a plant dies in your care. Obviously sometimes we can do every single thing that a plant needs to survive and thrive, and sometimes they just die. Plants can get sick and get viruses and have bacterial infections and fungal infections and all kinds of other issues. So if one of them kicks the bucket, don't worry about it too much. And I think this will lead us into our next point. So there are so many different kinds of plants, different families of plants, different species, and they all have slightly different care requirements. For example, some plants will want direct sunlight all day. Some plants will be happy in a darker corner of your home. So this requires you to do some research and read about these plants, learn about what they want, learn about their care requirements, and then you'll need to make some choices based on where they will do best in your home. And I really do think hobbies like this that require you to put in some research and some thought into what you're doing are just super beneficial for you. Your plants are living creatures just like you and me, so they're obviously going to develop some kind of issues from time to time, whether that be over-fertilizing or over-watering, under-watering. There's so many different things that can go wrong. You're going to have to use some brain power to figure out what's wrong and how to fix it. So plants will not only help you work on your problem-solving skills, but they'll also help to increase your productivity as well. There are several studies out there that show students can work up to 12% faster when live plants are placed nearby. And people that have lots of plants around in the workplace will use less sick days and generally perform better. And I think part of that comes back to what we talked about in the first point, that plants will generally make you feel more relaxed and more at peace, and you're generally more productive when you're happy. And this can lead to increasing your performance at all kinds of different tasks. And next, I want to talk about a point that's probably pretty obvious to you, but plants can definitely improve the look and feel of your home. And this can, in turn, provide many benefits to you. If you look at any modern interior designer, you're definitely going to see some plants in their designs, and there's good reason for that. Many plants are simply beautiful, and they do a great job of bringing some much needed life into our homes. So most of us spend a lot of time outside of the house, whether that's at school or at work, and a lot of these places are quite sterile. Blank walls, monotonous colors, cubicles as far as the eye can see. Not really an ideal picture of serenity. Now, on the other hand, if you think about what you might want in a vacation, maybe you'd want to go camping or hiking in a beautiful forest, or you're thinking of palm trees on a beach. So you get the picture. Humans need that connection to nature. And what better way to bring nature inside than with plants? Bringing a miniature jungle into your home is a great way to make it more relaxing. And plants can also complement whatever design choices that you make inside your home as well. So if you have an extremely modern home with lots of clean lines and sharp edges, Maybe you might want something like a snake plant, something architectural that's going to stand out and complement the rest of your house. Or maybe if you're more into the mid-century modern design language, you can bring home a Monstera deliciosa and it will fit right in. I think whatever plants you decide on, they can really complement your style at home. And finally, there's a really practical benefit that plants achieve for us, and you may not be able to see it, but they do clean the air. I've talked about this in a previous video about snake plants, which are one of the best air purifying plants, so I'll leave a link to that video up here. But this incredible property of plants has been studied for quite some time now, and it basically just shows that plants can remove pollutants from the air, pollutants like formaldehyde or benzene. Now, you do need a lot of plants to really have a noticeable effect on the air quality inside your home. So there we have it, 4 great benefits that plants can provide for you in your home. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and buy some plants. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing down below, and don't forget to hit that like button as well. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.